And we're alive, which is great because that means you don't need a planchette and a board to contact us, which I don't recommend anyway. Who's here? Woo! Andy Groove is here. Gemini! Hello, sweetie. Yes, I couldn't call back. I couldn't call out. Yeah, okay. I know. Oh, geez. Yeah, I couldn't call out. It turns out it wasn't a hacker. It was my freaking phone company. Um, because during the time that the jerks were, during the time that my card was turned off because of what the jerks did from California or India or wherever they're really from, um, they tried to charge me and they didn't give me any notification they were going to turn me off. So, it turned out it wasn't hacked at all. They just shut it down because they wanted money. And it could have, a lot of trouble could have been avoided if they'd just given me a text or a email or something to let me know that my phone was going to be shut off if I didn't pay them. It would have been nice to know. So I tell you. So anyway, tonight it's a full Moonday Monday. Yeah. Um, and that means, as is my tradition on the Monday nearest to the new and the full moons, we give a free, and I'm using the royal we, me and Cowboy, give you a free sample reading. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to call everybody out. Let me see. Into Groove, Chloe, Jackie, Kitty, and Gemini. Off D Hook came in. Gemini disappeared? Poor Gemini. Oh, there you go. She's here. Gosh, it's acting weird. But anyway, we're here. And I got new decks that we're going to try out. They look really nice. I got one here, and did I already lose track of the other one? I'm going to be pissed off if I lost track of the other deck. I liked them both, so I thought they were both really nice decks. Star Dragons. Here we go. I got a dragon deck again, guys. So now you got your choice between the learning tarot cards that has all the correspondences, the Star Dragons, which has dragons, obviously. We got magical unicorns, and we have you can't see because I put stickers. Mystical Wisdom, which are beautiful cards, really. So you got a choice. Yes, you do. So I'm going to write you down. So everybody say hi to each other while I'm doing this, okay? Okay, so in order, Indy. Okay, it's um So we got Indy. He was in first. He's into who's Gemini. And it's good that you got in early because I'll do your reading near the beginning, and that way, if you fall asleep, you won't miss it. Gosh, there's something sticky all over my pen. Scotty, have you been using my pen? Sticky. He's been bilocating and using my pen for something. God knows what. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Okay. Chloe, Jackie. No, it's probably Jackie. It's probably me. I'm the only one that writes. Um, of course, Cowboy does not stoop to write because, I'm his secretary. He would not deign to lower himself to have to write anything off the book. Mhm. And so I'm happy I got my phone back. This is just also ridiculous. It seems like there's something every 5 minutes. Uh, every couple of weeks, something goofy is off balance. But it's okay. I always get it resolved eventually, you know. So, anyway, so we've got a choice. We've got choices, choices, choices. Discount shoppers. Um, pets to baby cake. My baby cake. Wait, here's my little baby cake doing what he does best. Sleeping, purring, rolling his little white belly up to be petted. There you go. Purrs and purrs and purrs, everybody. Purrs and purrs. He is such a purry little guy. And like I said, we have um, the Mystic Wisdom cards, the Star Dragons, and not to be outdone, we have the unicorns, as well as regular tarot. So you guys need to start telling me, starting with Indigroup, which one you want. Indigroup and then Gemini, Jumpin' Gemini, who is tired because she's always busy. She stays busy, that woman. Yeah, Mr. Baby Cakes. Hmm. Of course, he is really such a little baby boy. But that's what I wanted. I wanted a little baby boy to be able to snuggle with and love. I mean, he's a sweet boy. Ooh, frequencies all day. Okay, Indy wants the Star Dragon Unicorn. Well, Star Dragon or Unicorn. Well, what the heck? Okay. As long as there are a few of us, I'll give you one of each. Okay, here's your unicorn card. Unicorn card for Indy. What do the unicorns have to say to Indy? Do 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 do. Whoa! Oh, hopping out of the deck. Imagine. Imagine there's no countries. What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? I think they're telling you that in order to manifest it, you have to be the energetic match to it. So, um, and here is your card. And that's just true across the board. Um, okay. The star dragons say, that's what I can do. I can, when I have a join option, I will give my people who have joined, I will give them spare cards in the free readings. That's it. Okay. Um, this is for In the Groove. This one goes out to In the Groove. Hoo, 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 hoo. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck. Nothing's falling out, so. Ah, understanding, looking at both sides. Interesting, looking at both sides of a situation. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, Indy. Looking at both sides of a situation. It may be that you need to look at it. Obviously, you need to look at things a little differently than you have been in order to get things to work out the way you want to. And I get that advice from time to time in my own readings, is maybe you're looking at this the wrong way. There may be a hidden blessing in things, or there may be another way to go around things rather than the way you're thinking. So that happens a lot. We kind of get stuck into a point of view and don't see our other options. So, and if there's a disagreement, I do try and see it from the other side too. Like, why are they so upset that I can, and maybe I can't understand it, but they feel completely justified in being a jerk. Well, why are they so jerky? Why do they think? Now, sometimes they're just jerks, but there's no fixing that, I guess. But other times they got something else going on in their mind. It has nothing to do with you. You know what? And that's really a lot of the time. People pick fights and stuff, and nothing to do with you. Not really. It's somebody in their heads. They're fighting with their mom or sister or spouse or whatever. Um, Jumpin' Gemini, what deck do you want? What decks? Hello? Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. We got the Count and Countess coming up right after Gemini. So, Gemini, what decks do you want? We got unicorns, we got dragons, we got mystical wisdom. We got it all. We got it all. And that's why penicillin is in order. Oh wait, no, that is yes, mystical wisdom, unicorns, dragons. We're just so freaking metaphysical tonight. Alphonse, hey, how you doing? How you doing, Alphonse? Dragon and unicorn. Well, I'm glad I got them. Glad I got those dragons, star dragons. I found another star dragon deck, and for a little while they were out. I guess everybody was buying dragon decks because of the Year of the Dragon. Mhm. I'd still love to find my original deck. Hmm. Oh, freedom, breaking the chains. Well, that sounds pretty groovy. It's an interesting drawing, too. Hope you can see it. Breaking the chains, freedom. Wow, Gemini. Good for you. Um, so the dragons are telling you that ooh, break free from the chains. And believe in yourself. See yourself doing well, and you will. I totally believe that. You're going to break yourself out of whatever pattern you've been in. Believe in yourself. Interesting. Breaking the chains. I'd say that's damn good reading. Damn nice. Let's see, Jackie, Mark. Oh, we got Jackie down. So we're putting Mark. Okay, Mark Ark. Chloe, the counting count is with the 1, 2, 3. We just know her as Chloe. Chloe. Where are you, my dear? I know, that's a freaking great, beautiful reading, Gemini. Jeez. I'm so glad to hear that. So what you want, Chloe? Dragons, unicorns, mystic wisdom, or plain old tarot. What do you want? Wisdom and dragon. Okay. Because the wisdom cards are really pretty. You're going to like them. They're really nice. I haven't used them hardly, but I know they're. I've looked at them a little bit. They're pretty, really pretty. Have some nice wisdom on them. This is for Miss Chloe. This is for Miss Chloe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Angel of Miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. Expect a miracle. There you go. Expect a miracle. I don't know what voice I'm doing. What the heck kind of thing? That's a good one. Um, yes. Okay, so miracles are possible. And this is for Chloe. Woo-hoo-hoo. And a dragon hopped right out. Independence, carving your own path. Carving your own path in some way. It almost sounds like, you know what? I really think you have the strength and the drive. You could probably have your own business. I keep thinking you could have your own business and should. Of course, you don't want to quit your job until that gets going, but I think you could have it. I think you could do it. Mhm. Okay, and the next one is Jackie. Jackie, what do you want? Jackie, what do you want? Regular taro and dragon. Okay. Good old fashioned taro is good for some things. Got its benefits. They've all got their various benefits. Thing about the oracle cards is they're very simple and direct, very direct to the point. I That's kind of why I like oracle cards. They don't like screw around with 50 meanings. They're like that's what they mean. Um Standing your ground, it is the 7 of wands. Um the correspondences are Mars and Leo. And it's standing up for your beliefs, fighting in your corner, protective, defensive, determined, challenging, opposing, stamina, holding your own, taking high road, maintaining control, territorial. Usually, this card shows up when you've been fighting. You are fighting, you are winning, you have the high ground, but you're tired of fighting. You're holding your own, but you're getting tired of having to fight, having to put up with all this crap. That's usually what's going on in that card. Okay, I got all you motherfuckers beat, but I'm getting tired of having to beat you down. Okay, just excuse the language. But that's kind of the look on the guy's face. I'm just getting tired of this. Right. So, yeah. Hey, woo and poo. I'm just gonna put woo because I'm not into poo. Who knew? Woo. I might actually put the ocean's deep wu wei, the Chinese wu wei. I don't know. Maybe just to freak people out. Wait a minute, I thought it was different. It's a Mandela effect. And then feign it's a Mandela effect. Let's see, what was the other one? It was dragons. I think it was dragons. Yep, dragons. Dragons. Yeah, we're into Wu Not Poo, but that's up to you. Your name is up to you. Had a Dr. Zeus there moment there. Not into the woo, into the woo, but not to the poo. But your name is up to you. Okay. Ah, when I was a kid, I used to laugh every time I heard Winnie the Pooh because you know what I was picturing. It's like, ew, dang bear, weird. Like, was he incontinent or something? I mean, you know. Anyway, this is Jackie's reading, so let's be respectful. What is it? Oh, healing and restoring hope. Maybe what you're battling is not people. Maybe what you're battling is something else, something that needs healed. And if so, It looks good. Looks like healing is coming. And hey, that sounds pretty good. So let's see. The next one is F Kitty. Well, that doesn't sound very nice. Sounds like I'm cursing out Kitty. Well, F Kitty. Hey, where are you, Kitty? Yeah, you know what, Jackie? That's really important. In fact, I am working still on it. I have to admit, I've been working a long time, probably be working a while more. We have a lot to heal that way on this planet. We've been put through a lot. Kitty, where are you? Meow, Kitty. Pretty soon we'll have Cowboy up here getting your reading. If I keep saying meow. Ofty, we'll give Kitty a moment. Oh, there you go. Kitty, dragons and what, dear? Okay. Dragons. Well, that was definite enough. And more dragons. Okay, 2 dragons. You got it. And this is for Kitty. What do the dragons have to say to Kitty? What do Kitty's dragons have to say? They have to say tranquility, harmonious in action. Ooh, that's very nice. So far, I'm liking that. It's a really pretty picture, too. I'll show you in a minute. Um, I want this one, I think. Invention. Burning with passion. Huh. Um, Now passion is kind of a two-sided thing. Here's your burning with passion and invention. So it means you're cooking up something. Something is a cooking. And this is neat. It's tranquility. They're almost the opposite of each other. Harmonious in action. Maybe it's saying, whatever this is, let it cook. Let it, cook on the back burner of your mind until you've got it all figured out. And in the meantime, well, because you know what? And that happens too, because a lot of times, I mean, it's been found in studies too, that a lot of times answers to anything comes to you when you're actually relaxing, when you're not trying too hard to do anything. So that could be what they're talking about because they're pretty much polar opposites. This is burning with passion. I mean, and tranquility. Um, I have to say, though, that's a good reading because that means that it's telling you to not try too hard, but go after something you're passionate about. It's telling you you don't need to you don't need to work overly hard at it for the idea to realize itself. So that's good. You had a power issue. Okay. Um So I don't know what you're up to, but whatever you're up to. Oh, let me put Puck down. Oh, Puckett, this pen will not write. Come on, you can do it. There. Okay. Yes, it's actually pretty cool. Um, Ofty, you're next. What do you want? Yes, I don't think so. Yes, hugs, my dear. The moon looked like an alien. Then it had those overlapping lights again. Ooh, we gotta check that out. Ofty, what decks do you want? Ofty, oh hook, oh hook, come forth, come forth upon the chat hook. And okay, Mystic. Hey, you not gonna make me do funny voices forever, right? And which oracle? We got the unicorn and the dragon oracles. Or do you want two of these? Or do you want one from column A and two from column B? Or what do you want? Yeah, yeah. All caps really helps because it's kind of small. Um, on okay, unicorn and dragon. Oh, okay. So I got out the mystical one. Okay, so you've decided on unicorn and dragon. Okay, that's cool. It is no problem. We've got them all. We've got them all here. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, ooh, let's see now. Dragons and unicorns. Dragons and unicorns. Mystic. All right. You want. Okay. We're going to start with Mystic Wisdom. We're going to start there. Okay. These are beautiful cards, really. This is for Ofty Hook. What can you tell Ofty Hook, Mystic Wisdom? And her guides and my guides and knowledgeable good guides and ooh. Well, this is nice. It's friendship. Nurture your relationships. Your relationships are going to be important. Now, do you want dragons or unicorns, dear? Or something else? It's a beautiful card. These are beautiful cards, really. I like them. Unicorn. Unicorn. Unicorn on the cob. Hmm. Now that would be weird. Would that be like a roast sneer with some sort of sparkly pink butter or something? Maybe with pink salt. Anyway, Unicorns, who I talk to from time to time. They seem to have a voice up there. They seem to have a representative that talks to me from time to time. Off the hook. We're giving off the hook some advice. What is the advice? And it is love. The answer that you're seeking is love. Wow, friendships and love. It looks like relationships are going to be really important. Very, very important. That's pretty clear, my friend. Friendships and love. It's a beautiful picture. Of course, they all are. Well, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good to hear. So, I have to say, we did Chloe, didn't we? We did do Chloe, right? Yeah, that was rather early on. We did Chloe. Okay, Alphonse. One with all. Okay. One. One with all. There you go. Yes. Oh, Richard the Red. Hey, Richard. How you doing? Welcome. I'm Dee the Purple. No, I'm okay. Um, Alphonse, if you are here. Hello, Alphonse. Calling Alphonse. If Alphonse is not here, we'll just skip him until later. Alphonse, are you here? And usually he comes and goes. Okay. Oh, well, yes, we tend to leave the doors open on these nights, just in case any wayward traveler needs to come in from the cold. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Alphonse, let's do Mark. Is Mark here? Oh, well, we've got, let's see, Mark, Woo, and then you, Puck, okay? Love is the answer, light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. What decks do you want, Mark? What do you think we're doing here? Our cheesy? Come on, get with the program. Get your reading. Get your rereading. Come on. You can do it, Mark. I'm bawling out Mark. Now look at him. Choose for me. Okay. Great guides of Mark. Which of these shall he listen to tonight? Uh, uh, uh. I like these and the dragons. Okay? That okay with you? Yeah, well, off D is dragons. Dragons and dragons and dragons. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. This is for Mark. This is for Mark. Mystical wisdom for Mark. The Archangel Gabriel is the messenger of creativity and hope. And it has many children there. So creativity and hope. I think it's urging you to bring out your creative inner child on some project. Um, yeah, I think it wants, I think, don't get in your head about it. Bring out your playful side when it comes to a project you're working on. Bring out your inner child and let them guide you. Um, and things will go much better. And it won't be that hard. It'll turn into kind of a play thing. Mm, I love the hair. Mm, date the do. Date the do. Date the do. Date the do 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 do. I don't know what you're talking about. I missed something. Okay, I missed something. Um, oh, you like me with bangs. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that for the next time around, okay? Let's give him his second card. Let's give Mark the Arc Spark, and then Woo, you're next. So Woo, think about what decks you want. Space. The dragons just want to tell you space. Wow. And no other space. Now, whether this be outer space or space enough in your life or space enough in your home to pursue whatever this is that your inner child wants to do, I'm not sure. But the dragons are saying space. Well, Mr. Space Case, bang, bang. Okay. Okay. So, do you mean the flip book? I don't have the flip book with me right now. But like space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the crew of Woo, the crew of the good ship Woo, the ship of Woo. Well, that's very interesting. Do you have an interest in space, or is it that um, that is it some other version of space? Um, Off D lost the wrench. I can't see in here who's blue and who's not. If you guys leave comments after this comes back up and you want to be wrenched, let me know. Say, I need a wrench in the comments and we'll wrench you. Okay? Can't wrench you from here though. Ah, Lewis. Lewis. Louis, 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 Louis. Okay, so Mr. Ta, how is your ship doing? As I know, you got the sentient bear navigating right there, and then a Wookiee on the other side, and ooh, yeah, yes, give Hook a wrench later. Okay, Woo, you're next, and then Puck, and then we can get all pucked up. It don't matter to me. It's not important to me. What isn't? You guessed the numbers correctly. Lazy wrench. And she got wrenched. Oh dear. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to find the book again, and then we'll do just like we did last time. We'll have a little sort of a mini contest for who gets the long reading on the Goddess Flip book. So we will do that again. If you guys are asking for it, bangs are gone, get it. Bangs are gone, get it on, get it on. Okay. Uh, you guys are hilarious, really. You guys are hilarious. Woo, where are you? Calling the woo, where are you? Derek, get your butt in here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. That leaves the Puckster. Okay, Puck. Now, we didn't lose Puck, did we? Yeah, get it on. Bangs are gone. Get it on. Well, where is Scotty? Scotty? Where is Scotty? Oh, Puck is here. No. You being a kind of a hybrid walking. Did you say that you wanted the unicorns and dragons? Am I to think that you wanted the unicorns and dragons? Wu turned into a Great Dane. Uh, what? Lewis, what you smoking? Pass that over here. Okay. Mark, first day of work? Oh, okay. Well, he'll be back then. Um, yeah, it makes unicorn and dragon. Okay, you get one of each. We're only doing 2 cards tonight, and that's only because I twisted me arm, and me arm, I needed both of them to shuffle, so I said, all right, then I'll do 2. 2 apiece. And, I think I'm going to run little contests where you can win a longer reading. And they're not going to be hard, so don't worry. Okay. Dragons, great and mighty, what are you going to say to Puck? What is your advice to Puck? Whoop, there's one that wants to come up right there, right there, right there. choice and understanding consequences. Huh. And it looks like you have some choices because there's actually three dragons in this picture. No, four, but several. There's a bunch of dragons here. Um, and let me get your other one. There's a lot of dragons in this picture. So you have some choices. Hmm. What do the unicorns say? Happy thoughts. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. Says to feel happier right now. Think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. In other words, they're saying raise your frequency, Puck. Um, and the dragons are saying you have a choice and understanding consequences. I think they're trying to say, um, and there are many dragons in this picture, so there are a lot of choices. See, there are some back in the mist back there. Um, there's about three of them up front and some in the background. And well, and along with this, it's saying what happens in your world is your choice. You're a powerful being. You're a very powerful being. What you think of becomes your reality. And now more than ever, as we go into frequency 5. So it's saying, I am hearing now more than ever, you got to keep your mind trained on what you want and not what you don't. Okay. You're going to, your thoughts are going to be more powerful now. And that actually is true of all of you. But it's reminding you in particular. And you know what I'm getting with this one too is don't be afraid to allow others to have their consequences. There might be somebody in your environment that does not understand consequences. Let them find out. Let them F around and find out. um, which means you don't have to worry about it. Their effing around will help them find out. Um, one with all. Wagon breath. All right, you're on the list. Yes. Well, I think it is pretty deep. Yeah, Mark Bolan. The screaming chick. I don't remember who that was, but yeah. Hey, wagon breaths. Okay. Well, Richard is coming right up. One with all is next, and then Richard. One with all, are you still here? One with all. We'll give one with all a minute. Yeah, get Derek back here. We so far had to skip all funds, vanished, woo, vanished. One with all doesn't seem to be here. Okay, well, we'll read them if they get back. One with all. Richard the Red, then that means it's your turn. Richard the Red. Love the word woo. Oh, woo. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Richard, which sticks do you want, dear? Mystic. All righty then. Mystic wisdom has a nice little selection here. I like to have a nice selection. Because when I'm doing like a whole bunch of reading after reading after reading, I can't get too horribly detailed. So it's nice. I shouldn't say that. I should say too detailed and leave the horrible part out. Richard the Red. What is the mystic wisdom for Richard the Red? Richard the Red, originality. Blaze your own trail, Richard. Blaze your own trail. Be original. Whatever it is you're doing, be original. And it is a fun word. I don't know who Ric Flair is. I heard that. Mystic wisdom, and you get another card. You got unicorns, dragons, and regular tarot. Nature boy. Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember who he is. I probably have encountered. I know I have. I just can't. I don't. I don't watch enough regular stuff to kind of out of the loop on so many things. I should at least acquaint myself with some of these people. Um, Dragons. Yes. Yes, we will give you the dragons. Oh, dragons, wise and good. Tell Richard the Red. Yes, what your wisdom is for him. And it is transformation, defining yourself. Wow. And now my life is changing in oh so many ways. Yeah, transformation. Well, you're going through a transformation, are you? Yeah, so are we all. And that's your job. That's your biggest job right now, okay? You may have other jobs, but really going through your transformation, that's your most important job. So allow yourself enough time to rest, relax, and just let your transformation happen. Because usually when you're transforming yourself, you get kind of, you need rest. You need nourishing food. You need to take care of yourself. So you are transforming yourself, your life. And that's actually a good thing. So good for you. Louis, 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 oh Louis, Louis, where is Louis? Louis, 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 Louis. And you are after Louis Wagon Breath. Wait a minute, where's Dolly in all this? Oh, we got to put Dolly down here. Oh, geez, we forgot to put Dolly. I'm sorry, Dolly. Somehow you. Don't worry, we'll get you. Wagon, where are you? Oh, should you buy burgundy hair color? Oh, Lewis. Okay, says Mystic and Dragon. Okay, I like this new deck. I like the new decks. I think they're pretty good. I'm getting I'm getting a lot of meaning out of them. In Vegas, baby. You're gonna invite me over, right? Mm, thank you. Yeah, they are. They're really beautiful. They have a lot of meaning. Um, okay, Mystic and Dragon, we've got them here. And I'm kind of getting spacey. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. Either you have been having some dreams that you need to examine, or you have the other kind of dreams, daydreams, that you want to make real. And it says you really need to believe in your dreams. And that's one of the main tenets of manifestation is believing that you already have whatever it is you're trying to manifest, that it is yours. It's on the way, it's right there, it's yours already. Believe in your dreams. Hold on tight to your dreams. Hold on tight to your dreams. Let's see. The dragons, oh great and mighty dragons who are wise and good, what do you have to say to Lewis? Lewis, I know you have weird dreams, Lewis. Challenge, standing up for your rights. Wow. Believe in your dreams and stand up for your rights. You got to fight for your right to party. You got to fight for your right to party. Okay, so standing up for your rights. Challenge. So there is some kind of challenge. You have to believe in yourself enough that you stand up and face it. Wow, look at that dragon, too. That dragon ends up on top of the world. Look, it's on top of a globe. That dragon ends up on top of the world. Um, looks like there is a dream that you have that is pretty important. And don't back down from it. And don't let yourself be distracted. And don't let people take it away from you. Okay? So, in some way, you're going to have to stand up for that. And that's going to be part of your past. So, okay, so let's do then we got Wagon Breath and Dolly. Okay, and then we'll catch up with anybody who manages to wander back in again. Wagon Breath, are you here? And whoever answers first, I'll do first. Dolly, you're right here. Let's do Dolly. And Wagon Breath, when you hear this, come on in and we'll give you a reading. Dolly, what do you want? Is Wagon Breath here? Oop, I'm behind. Oh no, I'm way behind. Wagon. Okay, Wagon is here, so we'll do Wagon. Dragon for Wagon. We got to get a dragon for Wagon. Let's see. A dragon for the wagon. That would be an interesting cart you got there, Wagon. Dragon pulling a wagon. Oh my gosh. You know what I hate when StreamYard does that and it holds back a whole bunch of comments and all of a sudden it just jumps and there's like a bunch of comments that just show up out of nowhere and it's like, whoa. 'Cause I think nobody's answering me and then all of a sudden, boom. Then I can't. Okay. Regular tarot is keyword is astute, the Queen of Swords. Honest, truthful, candid, protective, independent, chatty, communicative, witty, funny, principled, fair, constructive, criticism, strong, quirky, realistic, objective, and discerning. The Queen of Swords is a very energetic and thoughtful queen. She is the queen of air, basically, and this may actually be your significator. Says astute and has your Uranus and Aquarius correspondences. And the Queen of Swords is a very Queen of Swords knows what she wants and she knows she can get it too. She knows she can get it. It's you. It's you. Only you, 'cause I know what I want and I'm sure I can get it. What was the other one? Oh, geez, Wagon Breath. I forgot already. I'm getting so airhead. Dragon is the other one, isn't it? Yes, Dragon. Oh, God. When I start getting airheaded. Yikes. One just kind of leaped out at me. You got transformation. Defining yourself. Interesting. You're undergoing a transformation too. So you're transforming your life. And that's going to take the abilities of the Queen of Swords. But Swords says it's not going to take that long. Because Swords is air, which means it can happen pretty quickly. Either it's starting very quickly or it can take place very quickly. Good for you. So, Well, and I really think she is a good stereotype for you or a good archetype, uh, knowing something about you. So that leaves Dolly. Step right up. You got to save the beast for laughs. Interesting pun. Okay, so you are so welcome. Dolly, what do you want? So what you want with your money and your honey that you want? That you want? Beastie Boys too. Yes, you're up, Dolly. You're up, Dolly. It's you. It's you. Only you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. My favorite rap band actually. The Beastie Boys, I swear. They had their shit together, didn't they? When it came to rapping. What do you want? Which cards do you want, love? Yes, Dolly, it's your turn. Dolly will never go away again. Let's hope. Yes. Yes, Dolly. Which decks do you want, love? Is that what Dolly wants? Unicorn and Taro? Okay. So she already said. I just couldn't see it. Okay. Let's get the tarot. Tarot. Well, gee, wasn't that part of the reading? She's on the dragon wagon. Do you want anything besides dragons, or do you just want all dragons? I can't remember what it was. I'm such an airhead when I do these things. You don't understand what it's like. It's like trying, it this is kind of hard. I know it should be easy, but this is kind of hard to keep that straight. I Once it's out, it's just I'm on to the next thing. Yeah, drive safely, Chloe. It was Dragon and Tarot. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody wants to come. Okay, well, is it okay if you have two dragons? Because two dragons are falling out. Wisdom is asking questions and effort conquering your demons. Huh. Huh. Well, Dolly had to wait so long and we skipped her, so I'll also give her a taro. Oh my goodness. You know, Dolly, You've got the upside down tower along with these two dragons. And the correspondence with the tower is Mars. Um, but, and the key to the card says, I surrender to the storm. It says resisting change, averting disaster, avoiding tragedy, delaying the inevitable, and avoiding loss, which actually ain't so bad. The tower upright is a big shake up and a lot of changes. It looks like you just averted something. Um, so the dragons are saying, ask a lot of questions and conquer your demons. And so whatever is bothering you, you can um, mitigate that by asking a lot of questions. Um, Now, whether that be some kind of deal that you're not sure about, or whether that is something else in your life that you're undecided about, but it looks like you averted some kind of disaster. So, that's very interesting, Dolly. I love to hear about that. Dology, my apologies. Yes, you averted some kind of disaster. Conquering demons and asking questions. That sounds pretty interesting. I'd love to know what that has to do with, but I think it's probably your business. Oh, back to leather sewing. That sounds like a good thing to be doing, Buck. Hmm. Yes, well, I love that for you. There's something you managed to avoid. That would have been a disaster. Well, good for you. I don't know what that was. You'll probably find out later. Or there's a disaster you will avoid by conquering your demons and asking a lot of questions. One or the other. If it hasn't happened already, then maybe something is coming up that you need to ask a lot of questions. Yes. Okay. And that is it, unless we have some of these people come back like Alphonse Wu and that is Derek and one with all. If they return, then we will give them their readings. But if they don't return, well, that's it for the night. And then we just switch to discussion. If anybody comes in, like I said, for the first 2 hours, we'll do card reads. Um, and then after 2 hours, I'm done. I'm done doing card readings for individuals because of the way it affects me. Hmm. There's the poo woo woo poo woo. Okay. Now, which decks do you want? We've got Mystic, we've got Unicorns, Dragons, and regular Tarot. Which do you want, my dear? Thank you. That's right. Changes. David in the booth. Well, yeah, she can have a reading too, of course. Um, which decks do you want? Or do you want me to just pick them? Okay. Let's see. The humming is just for yeah, I'm these guys. Okay. Vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Well, that's a good that's a damn good card. Vacation. What is it? Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation had to get away. Vacation, whatever. Okay, so vacation and unicorns. Um and wise and good unicorns, what do you want to tell us? What do you have for Desiree? Tell Desiree what wisdom. Ah, love from your parents, no matter what. Your mother and father love you as much as they can, whether they are embodied still or not. I don't know. But it looks like you're getting like it's love from your parents, like your parents figure prominently. Um, hmm. Whether that means they send you a gift or whether that means that they're in spirit and they're looking in on you, I'm not sure. But what, vacation? Yeah. Could be your parents sending you on a vacation. I don't know what the story is, but the vacation says take time for relaxation and adventure. Maybe it's saying take some time, spend some time with your parents if they're still around, and even if they're not still around, they're still around. Hmm. So, even when you think they're not still around, they are. You are welcome. Do you want one for yourself, Derek? Okay. What ones do you want, dear? More the same? Okay. The same one. Okay. You know, it's so cute, you and your wife. I'm always happy to see you come in because you seem like such a freaking happy couple. And that is so rare, and you are so blessed. Interesting. It says the seven heavenly virtues or the keys to goodness. I'm not sure what all those are. Might be something to look up. That's pretty cool. Huh. Keys to goodness. And I'm just saying how nice it is to see you actually somebody having a happy relationship together. It's always nice to see that. Ah, thank you. Keys to goodness. Yeah, I have to look that up and see what the heck that is. What does that mean? That it must be some traditional thing. Um, Shooting stars. Oh, be careful. As long as it's not with a gun. Oh, ah, interesting. Interesting sinks, eh? Ah, that's almost like the kitchen sink. Okay, so, and for you, also along with that is also love from your parents. It came right up again. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but it looks like it has something to do with your freaking parents for both of you. Yeah. Well, isn't that interesting? Both of you got that same card. Oh, wow. Yeah. We're going to have to, uh, we're definitely going to have to pay attention when that thing comes. You just fired your wagon? Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on with your parents, but something's going on with both your parents. Maybe. That may be. That may be. Maybe, if they're getting on in years, you'll want to mend the bridge before they go. You'll feel bad if you don't. Believe me, I was so glad I got to see my mother, tell her I loved her, hear that she loved me. I was so glad I got to see her before all kinds of terrible things happened and I didn't see her again. That was one kind thing that happened before a whole bunch of bad stuff happened. Yes. Yeah, I did not have an easy relationship with either of my parents. Although I knew they loved me in their own way as much as they could, and I loved them, there was a lot between us. And some of it was age because they had me when they were way older, and some of it was ideology. I had a totally different ideology. I was a weird kid. I was that weirdo black sheep kid. Yeah. Yeah, my parents both had narcissist tendencies. Chloe, you can put your link in here. You have a wrench, don't you? You're welcome. Yeah, it's okay, Chloe. If you want to put the link to your channel in here and do a little advertising, that's okay. Any of you want to put your link in for your channel, you go right ahead. How am I? Oh, I should probably do a reading for me. Well, actually, I'm not bad. I'm not doing bad. I did have some news. I went to my podiatrist today and we had a nice discussion. He's Asian. He and I told him, I said, they try to act like everybody who is large, who has weight issues, like we're all going to die or something, like we're all dying and eating donuts and living on pizza or whatever. And I said, nothing could be further than the truth. In fact, I told him, I said, my labs were perfect, came out perfect. I just went to the doctor. My labs came out perfect. And he said, I'm not surprised. He said, you know what? Of most of the people that come in my office with weight issues, most of them, the majority of them, have perfect lab work. They're healthy, except they have weight issues. He says, so to me, it seems like it's a separate disease. And, so he's saying that actually most of the people, and the reason is because we are looking very carefully for a solution to feel better, lose weight, and you know, just just feeling better is good enough for most of us. We just want to feel better. So we're actually looking after ourselves more than some of his skinny patients who are just eating all kinds of crap and doing all kinds of crazy crap, right? And don't care. He says, "No, you all seem to be, or most of you seem to be very interested in your health, and you're doing a very good job." He says, "That's why I don't see things the same way." He says, "There has got to be a disease at work here that we don't have a cure for, because he says, but you're lucky. If you've lost weight, then you can lose weight." And it's, I said, but it's not that simple. It's not easy, but yes, I am. But I had to cut out so many things, you know, um, in order to do that. It took a lot of work. Right. There you go. There's Chloe's link. Right. Thank you. I'm healthy. I'm healthy. Send me money energy. It's my back. My back, and I'm still trying to get rid of my arthritis. They say you can't do that, but I will somehow. Um, but thank you very much. And honestly, whatever it is, I feel it's the toxins in our food in this country, because a lot of people who move to Europe lose weight without trying. They eat all the same food, they lose weight. I think our food is so polluted. Well, you know what he said to that? He said, now this is coming from a person from another country, from an older, he goes, well, we're a young country here in America, and we haven't really quite found our way yet. It's not quite like the ancient societies. but eventually we will. But yes, I still feel that being overweight, obesity, is a disease of some sort that we don't really understand. So, and he's seen the same thing as me, that people who get these operations and stuff, they don't work. People go on these stringent diets and stuff, they don't work. They're not sustainable. As soon as they take one step off the diet, boom, they got the weight all back. Um, I really think our food is just that toxic. We're living in a very toxic, and when you're living in a toxic environment, your body's not gonna function the way it should. Mhm. I think I'm subbed, but if I'm not, Chloe, when this comes back up, please leave your link in the comment section. Right. Oh, cool. I wanna see that. I love crystals. Um, you know what? Daggone it, that's me too. I'd probably do okay in Aussie. I like just food. I like food. I don't like all this fucked up food. I don't like Starbucks. I like to have a decent cup of coffee that tastes like coffee. I like me a decent cup of coffee that tastes like coffee. Right. And I am not much for I have given up pretty much given up sodas because they are so bad. They are highly acidic and come with all kinds of additives that are not good. I mean, they've really effed that up. They've effed up most of our food here, you know? And I don't appreciate it one bit. I like to cook my own food because then I know what's in there. I get my meat, I'm careful about the meat I get. I sometimes I even get it from a farmer. I get duck eggs from a farmer. They're very good eggs, by the way. Duck eggs are very good. You'll like them. They're pretty much like chicken eggs, but much healthier. Yeah. And you know what? I didn't even stop drinking caffeine. I didn't even have to stop, fortunately, drinking coffee because I love coffee. But I love tea too. Yes, I love tea. I drink a lot of coffee, tea, water, plenty of water, and I drink milk. And some people go, "Oh, no, I drink milk." You know, and I have never had one bit of trouble with milk. Okay, I have no trouble with it. So I'm going to drink milk. So F that. You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to drink milk. I get good whole unadulterated milk, organic DHA milk. The DHA kind is really good because it doesn't have the casein in it that causes problems. It's easier on your stomach. I can get that at my Aldi's fairly reasonable. You know what? I haven't had a bit of trouble with milk. None. So, duck eggs can be various colors, actually. Duck eggs can be white, but they can also be pastel colors. And actually, the last batch I had were all kind of pastels. Some of them were kind of gray blue, some of them were greenish, some of them were pinkish. So they do come in sort of pastel colors plus white. And I have no trouble with the colors. You know, they taste just like regular eggs, okay? So, um, the thing is, though, inside, the yolk is very kind of more orangey instead of that sort of pale yellow, which means it's really full of nutrition, and they're bigger. They're about twice the size of a hen's egg. So I can crack one of those open and feel like I've had a meal, you know? I can put a bit of sausage and maybe some gluten-free bread beside that, and I've had a meal and some coffee. And so it's really a deal. I can get them $6 for a dozen, and which really means 12 meals then for me. Or if I really want to go crazy and have two of those eggs. Still, that's not that bad. And that's a lot of protein. That's a lot of nutrition and choline. Choline is very important. Important you get enough choline. If you can get duck eggs and they're cheaper now, they used to sell them cheaper than hen eggs, but then when hen eggs went way up, they upped the duck eggs too. And when there was all the problems with hen eggs, they upped the price of the duck eggs, and the duck eggs have just kind of stayed up there. So I hate to say it, that's kind of sad. However, they are worth it. They're worth the money. If you can get duck eggs, get them. Well, you know what? You take a couple of these, Lewis, and you have got a meal. Couple of these duck eggs, and you have got quite a good meal. They're very orange, though. They're way more orange than the hen eggs that we get these days. The hen eggs are kind of a pale yellow. These are orange, like jumpsuit orange, you know, practically Dayglow orange, which is actually the kind you want. That's really what you want. That really has the nutrients in it. So, um, yeah, duck eggs are big. Hmm. Yeah, I'd definitely have chickens and ducks, I think. I'd be happy to have chickens and ducks. Duck eggs are nice. Gosh, I would. You know what? If you're raising chickens, might as well have a few ducks. The eggs are really good, folks, you know. And ducks might be a little bit more hardy than a lot of chickens are these days. You know, um, probably ducks would do better with cold and so on. Yeah, I would say if I was going to keep fowl for eggs, I would probably have a combination of chickens and ducks. Duckies. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Dollface Diva, hello, my friend. Where you been? Okay. Which decks do you want? We actually have a choice if you want a choice or you want to just let me pick. Get two cards this time. We got Dragon Oracle and Unicorns, and we got the Mystic Wisdom deck and the Learning Tarot, which has correspondences on it. Which ones do you like? Well, ducks are ducks, but I mean, if you have a place to have them, it would be nice to have ducks. You got a nice little pond. I'm sure they're happy there, right? Unicorns. Okay. You get two, so you want unicorn and something else, you can have that. And what do the majestic and mystical unicorn, oracle, what unicorns do you want? What do you want to say to Dollface Diva? Because you know the unicorns do talk to me from time to time. They actually did. They said, if you need help believing in yourself, call on us. We'll help you believe in yourself. Okay. Let go of stress. Oh, what were you just saying? Don't take on other people's stress. Breathe it out right now. Ah, ooh, I know that's on target. Come on. The dragons. The dragons. Oh, dragons wise and good. Let's see what you have to say to Dollface Diva. What advice do you have? Whoop, there goes. There it goes. Hey, 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 come here. Legacy, persistence. Wow, that's interesting. Legacy, persistence. Hmm. There's something that's kind of been passed on to you. I think. I think this is referring to something that's been passed on to you. And maybe with this other card here, you kind of feel like you're very, very responsible. Or maybe you're about to pass something on to somebody else. It kind of feels like something has been passed on to you. And hmm, yeah, it's good that you're honoring this, but you've also got to honor your own dreams. And I think you can accomplish both things, but you also have a duty to honor yourself, your time, your health, and your mental health. So don't let it stress you. And yeah, I think stress is a lot of what's going. I think you have too much. You really need to back. You need to back down on that stress somehow. And I think maybe you need to take a little bit of time off or something. Something that lets you let go of some things. So yeah, it says let go of stress. That's what it says. Let go. Yeah. Maybe you need to take a little time off for a vacation or something. Um, or even if it's just an hour a day or something to relieve the stress. Good for you. I would say that is a very good thing to do. Good for you. Mhm. Well, I know how that feels. And now I pretty much have time off all the time, although I don't have time off from life. Um, and I don't have time off from my psychic work and all the stuff I do with that. Seems like I don't get much time off from that. That's just constant ongoing. But at least I get to, I used to have a nickname. It was Web Mistressing, and I was stress. I was a ball o' stress. And it wasn't doing me any good at all. I got sick. I got very sick. You need to control the stress in your life or you're going to be so, all of us, we got to do that, and not take on additional extra other people's stress for them. They have to, everybody's got to manage their own. And I learned that. Although there were people in my life that seriously wanted me to take their stress for them. It's like, including my parents. That's one of those things. Mm, mm. So that's the readings. That's pretty much readings for tonight, unless somebody comes in the next 8 minutes. And if it's one of our regulars, I will still give them a reading, but or somebody that's already signed up that comes back, then we'll of course give them a reading. But by and large, we're done with the readings, and now it's just discussion. Okay. Thank you, my friends, and my family. That's good. So yeah, now we can just discuss whatever we want. And I must say, now that I have my phone service back on, I'm happy. I have that. I think I finally have cleared away off the boards most of the stuff that happened when my card was shut off because of some jerks, maybe in California or possibly India, that are actually probably from India. But yeah, I'm doing okay now. So right at this moment, I'm fine, and I'm happy. I there's some things that I want to tweak a little bit, but actually, I'm a happy girl. I am not experiencing too much pain. I need to get my ID done, and I can't find my daggone birth certificate right now. I'm looking for it, and I need it by tomorrow because I'm supposed to get my ID back. ID about what? Well, no, my identification. And then I gotta look extra pretty because they're going to take a picture. No, it wasn't China hacking. It was uh, the phone was actually my phone company. That happened because my card was turned off, so they were only letting calls come in. And not saying, "Hey, we're going to turn your phone off." They didn't know. They didn't tell me. PTSD. Yeah, I got the complex PTSD. You got OCD? Everybody's got all of these initials these days. It's like everybody's got these extra initials along with their name. Isn't that weird? Mm. ADHD and Asperger's traits. I know some Asperger's people uh, on the spectrum, yes. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. They tried to send somebody from, of all places, Canada, tried to send um, Donald Trump some kind of powder, and it was anthrax in there. But of course they intercepted it because they sent it from Canada. Of course they intercepted it at the border. And of course they got in trouble. Of course they ended up in prison because um, threatening a person's life and trying to transport something like that across international borders. I mean, and completely ridiculous. Yeah. You know what? Um, I didn't hear about his son, but it doesn't surprise me. They have gone through so much. I really believe that too. I don't think that's fake. I think they really are going through quite a bit. I think there are people who are really desperate. You know what happened today? Hmm. Lots of people hate the other guy too. Lots of people just hate. But to tell you the truth, the people who like him, they really like him. So, and there's a lot of them, and that's really growing. I mean, it's growing among the minorities. So really, the demos don't have the minority vote anymore. Tied up. They really don't. And they sure don't have the blue collar vote tied up. The blue collar people are pissed off because they're getting slammed. The blue collar working people are having a hell of a time during this administration. Do you really think they're going to vote for more of the same if they have half a brain? And, I mean, I know that they've been brainwashed and all that. So some of them still will. Some of them don't even know that the COVID thing is over. They're still getting their boosters. And people are that dumb. I mean, how stupid. It could be that it's all theater. And I suspect there is a lot of theater going on. I suspect there's a lot to maybe even all of it's theater, right? I suspect there's a heck of a lot of theater going on, yes. Maybe all of it. There may not be, they may still be shining the sun in every which way. Okay, I'm gonna take some cards from me. What deck do I want? I like the new deck. I'm gonna take one from there. I'm skeptical about everything these days. Oh, I'm I just mixed these. I'm supposed to take a vacation too. You know what I think though? I'm hearing since she's sitting out in nature. What I need to take a good I need to take a little vacation out in nature. Boy, that's a pretty card. Sensuality. It's beautiful. Wow, these card decks, this deck is absolutely beautiful art. Um, Love this new deck, and I cannot fault the message. Let me see what's the other one. I'm going to take from the two new decks in this, the dragon deck. Okay, dragons, good and wise. What have you got to tell me? Transcendence, achieving success. Cool. Transcendence. I need to take a vacation too to achieve transcendence, I guess. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Out to the woods. Into the woods. There was a play like that, Into the Woods, wasn't there? Gotten a couple readings telling me that the woods is calling me. And really, I'm pretty sure I've been hearing from Mama Sasquatch again. I'm getting like a feeling like that's where some of the she has a specific feeling when she gets in touch, and it's not words. It doesn't come in words. Um, they don't necessarily speak in words at all. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a ping from. I'm calling her Mama Sasquatch because I don't hear a name. I have a feeling that names are something they use with humans most, like that kind of a name. They may not need that sort of a name with other Sasquatch. Whoa, sounds like you need one then, Richard. Elderberry. Okay, just as I was putting all the cards away, do you want a reading? Want a reading? Yeah, just everything. Okay. Let's see. I don't have the unicorns packed up yet, and I don't have the regular tarot. So that's what you're getting. I don't have those two packed up yet. Um, and this is for elderberry. Ooh, the chariot. That's a major arcana. The correspondences are the moon and also Cancer, the crab. It is a positive card. If it's a yes no question, the answer is yes. No obstacles will stop me now. Cool. Victory, overcoming obstacles, success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self discipline, hard work, and focus. Well, I would say that's damn good. Very positive. What do the wise unicorns have to say? What do the wise unicorns have to say? They have to say, change. The changes that you're going through are positive. I would say so with that card. Okay. Well, congratulations. It looks like some very good and positive changes are coming about for you. And obviously, that's a good thing. Yeah, the readings were overwhelmingly positive tonight, thank God. I just get so concerned when they come out kind of dark. It's like, ooh. And we didn't have a single dark one at all tonight, not at all. So I'm so happy. Is somebody going to sleep? Okay, nighty, nighty, night. Good night, dear. And to those of you who still want to hang around and talk a little bit, I'm going to put something on while I take a little bio break for 2 hours. I need a break. I need to go on out to the lobby, get something to drink, gopi, that kind of thing. A little bio break. And you go ahead, and I'm going to put some music on so that you can have your little good, so you can say your whatever you want to say to each other. Here you go, cowboy fans. Your daily dose of purness. Sweet, fluffy little white cat belly and purrs. And Cowboy just wanted me to translate this message to you that he backs the Canadian truckers and everybody who's joining in, which is pretty much everybody. 100%. That's right. Go, truckers, go. That's what Cowboy wants me to tell you. And let's hope the whole wide world joins in. That's right. See? He agrees. There you go. Okay, have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Only now it's the American truckers. Mm-hmm. So, see, he put his paw down. He's putting his paw down. He's drawn a line in the cat box sand. And he's saying that's enough. Enough is enough. You better listen. You know, the truckers got a heck of a lot of power. They better listen. Actually, now this is what I heard, is the area that was designated for the truckers to protest, to have their protest, they roped it off so they couldn't get in there. So the truckers lined up in behind that. And if the camera pans back, you'd see that they're having their party. It's not a fizzle out at all. It's a happening thing. So that's another thing they're lying about. You never watched this? You saw a cow thing? You mean cowboy? Little cowboy? Little cowboy Kitty? He's my little cowboy. He's a sweet mew mew, and he's cute enough. He's cute enough for two. Yeah, they designated a place for the truckers, and then they roped it off so they couldn't get there. And then they showed on the news, made it look like nothing's happening, like it's empty, like nobody showed. When in fact, everybody showed. Yeah. So that's another psyop. Yeah, he's a Manxie. Mr. Manx. Yes, he does have a heart pattern on him. In fact, he has two spots on only one side, and they both turn into hearts when he is different ways. First one will turn into a heart, and then the other one. It's the weirdest thing. One will turn into, he'll sit one way and one's a heart, and then he sits another way and the other's a heart. And sometimes he's a certain way, and then they're quotes. They look like air quotes. It's really funny. Well, I guess they aren't permitted to go anywhere they want because, they're not protesting anything really stupid and singing something about river to sea or something. They're not protesting anything stupid. They're actually getting something done that the American people back. So, of course, they're going to try and confine that. I'm sorry. I wish I was being sarcastic, but I'm not. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. It's ridiculous. And yet there are people sitting down in the middle of traffic. You know what? I saw a video where one, I believe it was a bus driver, he kept moving and they kept saying, "What? Are you kidding? Are you crazy? Are you stupid? There are people in the road." He just kept moving, slowly moving up. And they had to get out of his way. And he finally got through. And they're like, "Are you crazy? Are you stupid?" It's like, no, he's just getting through. It's like, "Are you crazy? Are you stupid? You're blocking traffic, you morons. What do you expect?" He just had enough. That was a bus driver. He just had enough. Yeah, Peachy. Hey, Peachy. Hey, Peachy. Oh, you like Super Cowboy, huh? He's so cute. I have all kinds of pictures I did with Cowboy where I dressed him up and did stuff with him. He's um he's very photogenic. Aw, she's a little calico meow. Meow. Hello, baby. Hello, Miss Peachy. Hello, pretty kitten. Hello. Ooh, scritchy scratchy under the chin. Pretty kitty. Meow. Ooh, the puppy dog, huh? Who's good, baby Peachy? Oh, kid, guess who is getting all jealous now? He's looking at me like, "Mom, are you talking to another kitty?" Well, you're not up here on the bed. If you were up here, I'd be rubbing your belly. You're playing with the fly. Okay, go ahead, play with the fly. There's a fly got in here. He's hunting the fly. And who doesn't like a good hunt, huh? Ugh. My cowboy will frequently sit and watch YouTube with me. Shorts and stuff. He'll look at it and some other stuff. There's certain things I'll be looking at, and he'll look over my shoulder. He'll watch over my shoulder, leans his little head on my pillow, and is right up by my left shoulder. Mewtunes. What's on the Mewtunes tonight? Ah, well, she liked you. She was trusting you. Peachy is Chloe's kitty. Cowboy. Did you get it? Did you get it? You don't need to bring it to me. It's okay. If you got it, I believe you. You don't have to prove it. There he is, Mr. Wonderful. Just came back from the hunt. Meow. Are you meowing to me? You meowing to your fans there? Purr? He's purring. He must have had a good hunt. Yep, he's purring like a horny castanet. Yeah, that's right. He's a Manxie. He's a Manxie, aren't you? He's a fine Manx. And a handsome boy, too. Mm-hmm. Very handsome little minx. And there's one of his now it just for a minute there, one of his spots looked like a Nike check mark. His spots morph, I swear they do. It's so funny. I like watching his fur morph into different shapes. His little spots morph. Up, I'm petting him, and one is turning slowly into a heart. Uh, are you some kind of little fairy cat? Hmm, with changing spots? He has a butterfly on his head. He really does. There's a butterfly shaped mark. What? What? Boy dogs pee in your eye? Hmm? Peachy keen mommy, peachy keen mom. You do? Yeah. Well, really, I gotta say, that's rough trade. Although they did, there was one video I saw where cat turns around, purrs, comes up to the phone, but then turns around and squirts the phone. So, Brandy, you're here so late. Oh, but you know what? If you want your cards, we'll give you the cards. Okay? You want cards? If you want cards, we got two new decks. We got Star Dragons and Mystical Wisdom. Let's give you the two new ones. I really like the Mystical Wisdom deck. They're beautiful cards, really. The vibration is very, very beautiful. I like the vibe. Hmm. This is for Brandy. Highest and best guidance for Brandy. No freaking way! Brandy, you need a vacation too, apparently. You know how there's like at least one card that keeps coming up and coming up? I think we all need a freaking vacation. That one keeps coming up, no matter how many times I shop. Yeah, take time for relaxation and adventure. Wow, that must really be a big thing. It's like, look, you guys, I'm not kidding. Take time off. Get out to the forest. Relax. Yeah, well, there's going to be a big month next month, and I mean big. I'm feeling the energy of it and going, holy cow. So probably wants us to be all charged up and ready for next month. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking that maybe we all need a fucking vacation. Out in the woods, somewhere beautiful. And uh, Dragon's good and wise. What do you have to say to Brandy? Yeah, tranquility, harmonious in action. That came up before too. Tranquility. Sounds like you need to you need some rest in a nice tranquil location. Yeah. So do that. You know what? I'd love to do that. We should hang out in the forest a little bit. Pee over your shoulder into the diaper. Open the diaper and then cover. Right there you go. Are you taking off? Who's taking off? Hit the sack. Thank you, Richard the Red, for coming. Certainly nice of you to have joined us. You're certainly part of our happy group and family now. Glad to have you on board the Woo ship. Invite your friends. There's always room for more. Oh, well, so we're kind of scattered all over the place, aren't we? We do have several people in the southern states, Florida, Texas. Hmm. I'm up here in Ohio. Gemini's in Michigan. Well, it's finally warm enough here. I could go out and look and see how the woods are doing out there. Ah, she doing the licky, little Alice. Alice the pup. Yeah, it was pretty here. We got some really warm weather. It was very nice. But I was so tired when I got home, I fell asleep. I have just been wanting sleep more than anything in the last, well, actually, that's been going on for a while. It's just, I need my sleep. And, but it's good because, I seem to be looking younger. I think we need our sleep. I think we're changing. Our bodies are changing. We need to get our fucking sleep. Come on. You know, we need our companionship. We need our good food and we need our sleep. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, that's cute. You know what? I had a dog and I was just so young. She was a part Dalmatian and part Spaniel, and she was spotted. So I just called her Spotty. Very creative, I know, not really. But She was a fine, fine dog and a real lady. She was a wonderful little soul. Ah, ah, ah. Oh my goodness. Oh, your babe. Uh, mhm. So, where is Scotty? Where is Big Justin? Well, for whoever's left, what do you want to talk about? We're up for discussion. Hmm. Yeah, we're in a different zone now. Oh, really? You're about 3 hours southwest of me. Oh, that's cool, Dolly. That's not that far. Um, is that a racist comment, Kitty? I'm kidding. White noise. Black tie, white noise. That was a Bowie album. Yeah, Cowboy was trying to catch flies too. I'm not that far. I'm you mean East Palestine? Um about 45 minutes away. Yeah, we saw the black smoke and didn't know what it was. I've got pictures of it. I put pictures up as thumbnails of but yeah, we were wondering what the heck it was. Looked like a storm rolling in, but no, it was that black smoke from that. And it was right to the west, no, to the south of us. It was coming from the east to, was running east to west, um, just south of us. And we watched it. We were out watching it. So I got pictures of that very smoke. Your sleep needs have been tapering off a little. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sleeping as much as I was. So I'm doing a little bit less sleeping, which is good, but still, when I need to crash, I need to crash like right away. Yeah, it is weird. Was that the plan all along? Sometimes I think these are the planned. Hmm. Yeah, see, that's what I think, Chloe. I think they're telling us their plans. I don't think that it's a mistake at all. I don't think that there's any coincidence about it. I think it was a plan all along. But who am I? I'm just a conspiracy realist, not just a theorist. Oh no, other people come up with theories. I sit there and look at it realistically, and Using the Occam's razor, the simplest explanation. I'm looking at it and going, must be planned. I got my pendulum right here. Let's test it. Ready to go. Okay. Let's see. Yes and no. Okay. And Cowboy is a good dog. No. He's a good cat. Cowboy is my sweet little kitty cat. Okay. Um, let's see. Was the Palestine thing all planned? Way back during the time, even to, yes, it was. See, I'm telling you, the Simpsons aren't predicting. Simpsons are telling us the plan. The movies and everything, they're not predicting. They're telling us the plan. That's the plan. Look, it's swinging yes. That's what I thought. Oh, yeah. He's been paid off. Oh, yes, of course he has. They just passed another bill in the Senate to send more money to guess who? Country you. Even though they know we don't want it. So you know there's money laundering going on there. I know. See, David even has a part in that. I got that message and I was trying to figure out why I got that message. And I thought it was his music. It was that. It was the movie. It was pointing at the movie and that was going to happen. That was just to prove to me. Mhm. We have a lot of little towns like that out in the country. We have a lot of railroads. I've always been near a river and a railroad track. And we've got a lot of little lakes. We're very wet here. It's a wetland area. And I have been through floods. Yeah, isn't it weird? Or is it planned? I think it's planned. I think it's planned. I do not believe that this is just all by chance. Mm-mm. We're used to tornadoes up here. We're used to tornadoes. Not as much fun as a hurricane. Yeah, weird and planned, maybe both. That's so ridiculous. Do you think we're going to fall? Well, I guess most people do fall for it. I'm not falling for it. I'm certainly not falling for it. Certainly not. I wonder what I'm wearing tomorrow. I'm going to get my picture taken tomorrow for my ID, my new ID. I don't know what to wear. I have to pick something out. I'm going to wear my bangs. Okay, Wednesday I'll wear my bangs for all y'all that want me to have my bangs on. Yeah. Raptors derail trains. Hi, Angel Wings. We just finished up card readings, but since you're special, you can have cards if you want. Well, there are things you can put on the train tracks that'll, yeah, give them a hard time. But that train was too loaded down. It was actually 2 trains worth of cars. Way too many cars. And it was showing signs of trouble a couple towns back. So they should have stopped it and checked it. So I'm thinking, yeah, that was a plan. They had pictures from cameras. They have cameras along the tracks, here and there, checking for that kind of thing, checking to see if there's any smoke coming out the wheels or anything. And there was. And they didn't stop that train. And it was an overloaded train, if you ask me. It had, 144 cars or so, 134, I forget. No, no, it was more than that. They had a shitload of cars on the train. It was like 2 trains worth of cars. You're welcome, dear. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they could plan a tornado. But I can make the tornado take a detour around us. So I'm not worried about it. Wow. I didn't even know it happened. Odysseus moon landing, and I didn't even hear about it. Nobody mentioned it to me. I'm always thinking purple. It's my favorite color. Yeah, I totally didn't know it. None of us knew there was a. You mean there was a freaking moon landing? And we didn't even know? Back in 72, everybody knew. Every freaking buddy knew there was a moon landing. It was a big deal. Gosh, they didn't even mention it. Nobody mentioned it. Yeah, the trains contained hazmat, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was a flop. Kitty didn't know either, see? How ridiculous. Oh, this is so cute. I'm sorry I have to show it to you. He's just too cute. Look. When all the world is just crazy and kind of getting me down. Then there's this little guy with the fluffy belly and the purrs. He's just such a sweet little fella. Aren't we lucky that we can have our babies? He really gets me through a lot of stuff. You see the little corners of his mouth turn up, he's smiling. He's a happy little kitty. He's such a happy boy. Hmm. He gets treated real well by his mom. Oh dear. Yeah, they do that when they're not fixed. But when they are fixed, there's a risk that they could get a blockage. Yeah, good thing it was nuclear waste. It's bad enough, toxic stuff. And you know what? Joe came finally, over a year later. And you know what they did? They told him to get out of town. He was not welcome. They told him that maybe he could come back next year when Trump was president. They kicked his ass out of town. And who could blame them? Oh, brother. Yeah, isn't that odd? Why hasn't he been tried for treason yet? Why hasn't he been tried for a lot of things? Well, back when one of the alphabets were tearing up Washington, they didn't get tried with any insurrection. Yeah, NASA has become a joke, unfortunately. No, Joe never cared. He's raking in the money. That's all he cares about. Raking in the money. Right. I have pictures. My dad sent away for pictures and got them. And it's like, where are all the stars? And they made some kind of bullshit explanation why there are no stars. How long has this been going on? Do, 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 do. Yeah, another distraction. Exactly. It can happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? Oh, mm. You guys, and honestly, we've got stupidity after stupidity in this country, and we're supposed to just kind of roll over and take it. Just kind of roll over and take it. Yeah, everything's a circus. That's why we call it clown world, right? Yep. Well, your friends and their fancy persuasions won't admit that it's part of the scheme. There ain't no use in pretending. Something or other like that. Yeah, if I was doing karaoke, if I had my other phone, I'd do some karaoke tonight, just for the heck of it. Sports especially, yeah. Now they're saying all the sports are fixed. That's all fixed. It's all planned, choreographed. Yeah, I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. How long has this been going on? Who'd think Taylor Swift would be the next political conspiracy? Uh, oh boy. Yeah. She meant my dear. I don't give two F's about Taylor Swift. I don't care about the Swiffers. A firmament. I don't know. I don't know. What does that even mean? I mean, we're not even clear about what a firmament actually is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I we're not even agreed. I mean, there's got to be a meaning to firmament, but I think we've got it wrong or something. I don't think we've got it right what the firmament actually is. I got a feeling that just we're missing something huge with that. And people are saying, I don't know. I do know that it's acting like a matrix. There are so many things about it that's screaming to me it's a matrix. So I'm not really sure that it matters about what shape it is. I'm not sure it matters. That so many things that people think matters. I think it matters that we're in a matrix. And matrices can change depending on a few lines of code. And so somebody gets in there, gets a whole, control of the boards, wherever that the board is, throws in certain codes. things are going to be different. Um, it acts like a matrix, in which case it's very hard to know the truth. What really is prime reality like? We're probably not in prime reality. The very smart people with PhDs and everything have discussed all this. The chances that we're in prime reality are infinitesimal. So, yeah, I'm not a flat earther. I can't buy flat earths. It don't matter to me. 'Cause there'll always be an open heart waiting for you. Yeah, I'm not a flat earther. Um, if you wanna be a flat earther, that's up to you. It's good to entertain the thought for a moment, though, and think outside the box and think, "Is that possible?" And then after you really think it through, you really come to the conclusion, probably not that way. I mean, most people will come to the conclusion it's probably not because we have too many ways to test and see whether or not it actually is flat, and it's not. So, I don't know. Yeah, if Taylor Swift is dominating the headlines, something really is off as fuck. Yeah, that's true. Was that bread? Yes, it was bread. It don't matter to me. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's a toroidal field. Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I saw that. That was a goofy movie. It's really goofy. It reminded me a little bit of Joe versus a Volcano, which was also a very strange movie, but had a lot of meaning. Everything Everywhere All at Once was goofy as hell, but had a lot of meaning. It was so freaking woke, though. Oh, yeah. I am subscribed to Dan Winter. Yeah. Electrician, isn't he? Physics. Yeah, we do have some physicists and stuff in our camp. Bruce Lipton is a cellular biologist. He's in our camp. He's definitely in the woo camp. Dark City, yeah. Jupiter ascending, very much so. Yes, Jupiter ascending very much. Uh-huh. And they're telling us. Um, I think and you know what? The funny thing about Jupiter ascending is some of the stuff in that story I was talking about in a chat room to some of my friends as stuff that happened to me, like her relationship with the bees, like her ability to charm bees. I have that. And that was in that movie. It was very, very, very interesting. There are so many synchronicities I with my life. Strange. You know what? Me and my friend Doran had a company called Imaginational. It's Jupiter ascending, not descending. Ascending. Yeah, Jupiter ascending. That was a very interesting movie. I recommend it. Good sci-fi flick. You think it's going to be about one thing, then it turns out to be about another. You think it's going to be a choice of which one will she pick, but that's not what it's really about, folks, at all. The Fifth Element has some interesting features, but it was also a very silly film. It's free on the Tubi app. To be or not to be. What Jupiter Ascending is free? Yeah. And you know what? I was so disappointed with the woman they picked. She was so crappy looking. I mean, she had the effed up hair dyed job. She had, I don't know. I just was just so disappointed with her as a choice. You know what? Bumblebees are actually pretty nice. They're quite gentle most of the time. Bumblebees are usually pretty gentle. They're cute little guys, really. I love bumblebees. Sweet little creatures. Bumblebees, you can kind of swat them and they never sting. They just kind of bump up against things. They don't care. Yeah, I've seen people swat at them and they just never sting. The bumblebees don't. Now the other bees might though, but I would say your best bet is not to swat at anything. You don't want to get anything pissed off so that it brings its brothers and sisters with it. Um, yeah, Jupiter ascending is a really good one. Um, that made so much sense in a weird way. It was talking about our universe, talking about our world. I think that was a message. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's terrible. Cool. Um, We had bees building a under the siding, building a hive, and my ex, he was scared of that because he's allergic to bees. And he says, "Well, I'll have to call the exterminator." And I said, "Please don't. They help me in the garden. Let me talk to him." And he just looks at me like, "There's my weird wife again." Okay. I said, "Look, is there anywhere else we could place them?" And we had this old shed that we never used, tool shed. So I said, "Okay, we're gonna put them out in the shed." So I sat down and I meditated in front of their where they were building into our house. And I told them, I warned them, I said, "This is not a safe place. Won't you please go back into the shed in the back there where it's much safer and you won't be bothered?" And I meditated like that and I talked to them. And within 3 days, they were all back in the shed. They heard me because I really didn't want them to be killed because really they were my friends out in the garden. I could put my hands right down in a pile of them while they were eating the grapes. We had grapes, and we had abundant grapes, Concord grapes, delicious. Concord grapes are wonderful, wonderful grapes. Oh my gosh. And I could put my hands right into them and they wouldn't sting me. And I could say, "Okay, these are my grapes, those are your grapes. You go over to those grapes over there." And they would rise up and they would go where I told them to go. People saw me do that. People saw me talking to them. I know I would have been burned as a witch in another day and age. Another day and age, I would have been burned by a witch for that, as a witch for that. That is rife frequencies, Kitty, and we talk about rife frequencies here a lot. One of my one of the celebrity hauntings I've had is Royal Rife. He actually showed up with a message for me at a spiritualist church. There was no other. Yeah, Royal Rife. Nobody else knew who they were talking about, but I knew who he was. I helped get his I intended very strongly to get his, work known again, to resurrect his work that he did with the frequencies, and it did happen. It is happening. The frequencies are now known again. And there is an app, by the way, there is an app called the app. I'll write it so you can see the app at the Play Store that you should download. It has the frequencies. You can play the frequencies. Oh, you're talking to spiders. Yeah, I had a pet spider once. Yeah. Z app. Go download that, folks. You'll be able to use that. You'll be surprised what all's there. Nasty. Um, Brandy, get yourself a nice cheap bundle of selenite and grid your place. Put one of those little, you can get little blocks of selenite, little sticks of selenite really cheap on Temu or Amazon, very cheap. A lot of places. Put a stick at every door and window, over every door and window, and grid your place. And stuff is not going to find a way in. It's going to have a hard time getting in. Hmm. Well, if you work with nature, it'll work with you. It will. Um, I think that some of us are really meant to teach people that again, how to work with what is in our world already. We don't have to create machines to change the world. All we have to do is work with what we've been given, really, and we can do so much. Z app, my dear, I spelled it out. I left a comment. Right. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need bullshit, really. Wow, I like this clock. Here's my little necklace here. Has a compass rose, but it's not a compass, it's a clock. I don't know why I'm just hmm, it's just an old-fashioned watch, analog. Might need it someday. Thank you, Brandy. Well, it's been 3 hours and I'm getting tired. I know you guys would love to stay and chat some more, but I am tired. I have something I have to find my birth certificate before tomorrow so I can go get my ID because my ID expired during COVID. So I have to start all over again. Yeah. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. Love you much. Thanks for coming. Please come see me on Wednesday. I should be on Wednesday, barring any catastrophe. Yeah. And take care. Remember that you're divine. So dream well, dream big. And truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some on my show. Love you much. See you Wednesday, hopefully. And tell people you love them.